Mom, I have something to talk to you about.
What now? Another pointless chat? I'm swamped at work. Don't waste my time.
No, it's big news. I'm getting married. We've been dating a year and we're totally in love.
Oh, really? So what's he do? Does he have a good job? Does he have a steady income?
He's super sweet, has a great job at a big international firm. He's going places and he treats me like gold.
Okay. Why are you telling me this? It's your life, not mine.
'Cause you're my mother. I wanted you to know about him.
Your love life isn't my thing. If it was Hazel, maybe, but you? Meh.
I wanted my family to know, to have your blessing.
Family, right? I'd care about Hazel's guy, but yours? I'm just shocked you're even getting married.
Why say it like that? I'm your kid too. I just wanted your support.
Yeah, well, I always had higher hopes for Hazel. She's always been the star. Pretty, smart, good at everything.
Higher hopes?
Come on, Hazel's always been the looker, great figure, brains. Unlike you, she's always number one.
I've worked hard too. You never noticed that?
Sure, you tried, but where are the results? Hazel's way ahead in life.
Mom, is that really how you think about me?
It's not that I hate you, but I don't love you like Hazel. Never thought you'd get married.
Why always compare me to her? I just want my own happiness. Is that so wrong?
Happy, huh? Fine. If it makes you happy, whatever. I'm not that invested.
Why so cold? My wedding means nothing to you?
It's not nothing, but I'm not jumping for joy. Honestly, I'm more pumped for Hazel's wedding.
Mom, I thought you'd be more supportive of me.
Oh, I'll go all out when Hazel gets married.
Forget it. You'll never get me, Mom. Bottom line, I'm getting married.
Congrats. It's your choice, so don't whine later. Your happiness? That's on you.
Thanks, but I'm not feeling the love here. Hey, Mom, just checking about tomorrow. You got a minute?
I'm watching a great show. Can't it wait? You always text at the worst times, don't you?
Fine, I'll call later. When's your show over?
Ugh, never mind. Now's fine. What's up?
It's finally tomorrow. I'm so nervous I can't even sit still.
Seriously? You messaged me for that? I could have kept watching my show.
No, wait. What time are you getting to the chapel? Got your travel sorted? Flight tickets okay?
I'll be there an hour early. Don't worry about it. I've got the plane tickets all taken care of.
Great. Is Hazel coming? I know she's busy, but she's my little sis. I want her there to celebrate with me.
She's taking time off work to be there. She's going through all trouble just to be there for you. You should take that sentiment to heart and express your gratitude. We are family. That kind of attention to detail is important.
Wow, even with her crazy schedule. I'll show her how much it means to me.
You better. Honestly, I still can't believe you're getting married. You were always a whiz with money, but let's face it, you're no beauty queen. Sorry to say it, but I'm your mom, so...
Yeah, I know. Maybe I think that more than anyone. Hazel's the real looker. Gorgeous face, killer body. She's a total catch. I've always been jealous, wanted to be like her. Honestly, she's the family's pride. Always stood out. Can't deny that. Well, can't change that now. But I worked hard in my own way. I believe I've got my own good points.
I guess. And yet, you got married first. Hazel's a bit shocked you're getting married first. She's been mumbling. No way my big sis is getting married before me. Non-stop.
Really? I'm sorry about that. But some things you can't control. I met him by chance. We got serious and decided it was time.
It's your call. Not my business. Do what you want.
Huh?
But couldn't you have thought about it a bit more? You could have considered how selfish you're being. Just think about it a bit. Anyway, I'll be there tomorrow.
Mom, I've been texting you for ages. Are you not getting them? John's parents are freaking out too. The ceremony's about to start. What's going on?
I'm almost there. Might be a little late, but I'll definitely make it. Stop blowing up my phone every 5 minutes, all right? Jeez.
I'm worried sick. Did something happen? Or is there bad traffic?
There's a massive pileup on the highway to the airport. It's a total nightmare. We are gonna have to catch the next flight because there's no way we'll make this one.
You all weren't in an accident, right?
No.
Oh, thank God you're okay. This is my big day, Mom. The wedding I've dreamed of my whole life. I really wanted you here on time.
Don't be such a bridezilla. We're busting our butts to get there. And honestly, I was more excited to see Hazel's wedding, not yours. Don't let it go to your head just 'cause you're beating your little sister to the altar. Okay?
Mom, seriously? On my wedding day? This is my big moment, my time to shine in front of you and Dad. Being late to my own ceremony?
Yeah. Seeing you in your tight wedding dress. It's not something to look forward to. In fact, it's even embarrassing. Think about how we feel.
What the hell, Mom? That's so harsh. I never thought you'd be the one to rain on my parade. On the biggest day of my life, why can't you say anything nice? Just be happy for me and John.
Oh, don't be such a drama queen. You're a grown woman. Toughen up a bit. Life ain't all sunshine and roses, you know. When I dish out some tough love, it's for your own good. Anyway, we're gonna step on it now. Later.
Mom, where are you now? Haven't you arrived yet? The ceremony's already over, and we're about to move to the reception venue. What on earth is going on? It'll be really troublesome if you're any later. Everyone's waiting, and I'm worried sick. Why is it taking so long? I want to know the situation.
Oh my goodness. You're so persistent. Look, I'm sorry, but we won't be able to come there.
Wait, what? What are you saying right now? I can't believe it. Why is this happening on such an important day? What on earth are you thinking?
Well, Hazel said she wants to go on a trip. So I discussed it with your father and we decided to go. We're going to Mexico, so we can't come to your wedding. Don't interfere with our fun trip.
Mexico? Hey, you surely know today is my wedding day, right? Yet you're planning to go on a Mexico trip, just the three of you? The reception is about to start, you know? His family and relatives are all here. Why is my family not here?
Because Hazel really insisted she wanted to go. Of course we know today is your wedding day, but Mexico seems more fun and relaxing, doesn't it? Your wedding is important too, but we also need to refresh sometimes.
What about Hazel?
Hazel, you see, she says, I don't want to see my uncool sister's wedding appearance. In the end, because she wouldn't agree, we also couldn't come. Well, if she dislikes it that much, it'd be pitiful to force her to come. Honestly, for us too, it's painful to see her embarrassed. We wanted to respect Hazel's feelings. She's a really honest child who doesn't hide her emotions, so forgive her.
Hey, I can't believe this. There's nothing for Hazel to be embarrassed about. She doesn't have to come. Why aren't you and Dad coming too?
Hey, at your age, why are you saying such selfish things? You're pathetic.
What?
You've always been bad at taking advice since you were little, haven't you?
What does that have to do with anything?
It does. Fundamentally, it's because you're getting married before Hazel, isn't it?
I don't understand.
Don't you love your little sister?
No, that's not the issue, is it? Besides, isn't she much more selfish than me? Common sense says it's unthinkable to want to go on a trip during your sister's wedding. Right? Why do you and Dad only listen to what she says?
Why do we listen? Well, it's obvious because Hazel is cuter. She also has a better figure and is more accomplished. You're just like a bonus, you know? Even if we don't come to your wedding, other people will congratulate you, right?
But it's weird that only my parents aren't coming. What kind of family is this? Where on earth are you?
We just got to Mexico and about to have relax.
What?
First, we're thinking of checking into the hotel, dropping off our luggage, and then head to the beach after. Make sure not to interfere with us, okay? Well then, enjoy your wedding to the fullest. We've canceled on your wedding and now we're in Mexico. Hazel says, a fat and ugly sister isn't family.
Oh my, you're too harsh. I never thought you'd really not come to the wedding. Why did you go to Mexico, leaving me behind on such an important day? I was hoping it was a lie that you'd go as far as ditching my wedding. I still can't believe this.
It's not a lie. I hate lies. It's my first time here, but Mexico really is a great place. It's so relaxing. White sandy beaches and blue sea, it's the best. You can't see scenery like this in the city.
Hey, this isn't the time to be enjoying a vacation, right? Really, it's too inconsiderate. Don't you have anything else to say?
Huh? What should I say? Oh, that's right. Congratulations on your marriage.
That's not it. I want an apology for canceling the wedding today. It's too much, no matter what. I've never heard of an entire family not attending their daughter's wedding.
It's fine, isn't it? It's our choice when and where we travel. We're just setting an example. Is there a law saying we must attend your wedding?
There's no law, but...
You see, I had decided long ago to go on a trip with Hazel and your father. There's no need to change the schedule just because it's your wedding day, right? Because we've been looking forward to the trip, and your sister really wanted to go. We're not doing anything wrong. Rather, I think we have the right to enjoy ourselves.
I'm not saying it's wrong to go on a trip, but there's no need to go on my wedding day, right? You can go on a trip any other day. And Hazel too. Not wanting to celebrate me? Doing such a mean thing? Isn't she the one acting childish at her age?
Whether we celebrate your marriage or not is our choice, isn't it? I think it's questionable to forcefully impose it on your family. Besides, being spoken to like that by her sister. Poor Hazel.
Huh? I'm the one who's pitiful, right? It was always Hazel ever since we were kids. I never even got a glance from Mom and Dad. You had no interest in me at all, right? I knew it, but today I'm completely disappointed.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're right. Maybe it's wrong to even compare you with Hazel? And you decided to get married on your own, didn't you?
On my own? Mom, you said I'm happy for you, didn't you?
Well, I can't tell you not to marry. But the celebrating side has the freedom to choose too, right?
That's just a bunch of nonsense. You even say you don't want to meet him. What's wrong with our marriage?
I'm not interested in you in the first place. So why would I be interested with your husband? I'm just glad we didn't have to go through the hassle of meeting him.
That's because everyone's schedules didn't match, right? I would have if I could have. You could have met up with us at some point. I feel bad for his parents, too.
What? Don't make it sound like we're the bad ones.
Well, aren't you?
Please stop blaming us. You got married on your own, and we don't want a family affair. From now on, we should just do what we like, right?
All right. I understand it's pointless to say anything more. I'll only send you the souvenir photos and the gifts, so please accept them. There's nothing more to talk about. I'm not expecting anything anymore. Well then.
The package arrived. I don't particularly need the photo, but the wedding favors were good, thank you. But this must have been quite expensive, right?
Well, it's moderate. But it's a token of gratitude for those who celebrated us. Though I'm reluctant to send it to someone who didn't even celebrate.
Hey, more than that. What kind of work does your husband do? Is he possibly born rich? I'm curious about what kind of person he is.
Aren't you not interested? You said you don't care about my husband at all.
What are you saying? As a parent, I want to know at least his occupation.
Why now? He's just an ordinary company employee.
So, where does he work? Someplace famous?
Well, it's a well-known company. They have branches worldwide.
What? Really? Well, then, can he introduce me to someone?
Huh?
For Hazel, of course. She seems to be wanting to get married soon, too. I want you to introduce her to a wonderful, high-income man.
Are you joking? Why should I help find Hazel's partner?
She's your precious sister.
I didn't marry for money. You can't ask me to do that.
I'm not going to ask if it wasn't you.
I only met my husband through work. I don't even know his colleagues.
Don't say such things. Be more thoughtful towards your sister. You know, she's almost 30.
So what? I'm 32, you know. And not once have you ever worried about my marriage. She should find her own man. I think that's better for her, too.
You're really cold, aren't you? You should be more considerate of your sister's feelings. Because you got married first, she might be feeling rushed. Shouldn't you be more empathetic to your sister's feelings? As family, it's important to have a heart that cares for each other. She is suffering too, so try to understand a little.
Huh? You're one to talk. No, being told about being sisters and family only at times like this? Besides, Hazel's always changing her boyfriends, right? I can't introduce anyone to someone like that. I don't think marriage suits her anyway.
She is not to blame. She just hasn't met a good man. Isn't it pitiful for her to be with a low-income man when she's such a flawless woman? Hey, I'll give you a ton of Mexico souvenirs. So, introduce at least one person. It's a promise.
No, I absolutely won't make any introductions. It would be too apologetic to the other party to introduce someone like her. If you want Hazel married, you and Dad should find a suitable person.
What a heartless sister. What a child you are. You've always been thoughtless, slow-witted, and had not a single good point since you were little. Since you managed to get married, you should at least return the favor to your family.
What's that? How rude! Then don't contact me anymore. Even if you come crying to me, I won't help. Goodbye.
What? What do you mean by goodbye? I have no idea why you're being so dramatic. We're family, so stop using such cold words. Zoe, listen to me for a minute. Please, won't you help me? I'm really in trouble.
What's wrong? What happened?
If you don't help me right now, it'll really become a serious situation.
What happened? I won't know unless you tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know what to do anymore. Hazel fell for some strange man.
Huh? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
She's fallen for a scammer. She's been tricked out of money. An amount you wouldn't believe.
Oh no, how much?
Well, he said he needed $40,000 because he was hospitalized. And she seems to have handed it over. An unbelievable amount, right? What should I do? Help!
No way! Hazel has absolutely no sense of money. There's no way $40,000 in hospital fees would be needed suddenly, right? I mean, everyone has insurance. Why didn't she listen to the story in more detail? I can't understand how she could hand over such a large sum without even listening to the story. What's wrong with people?
He apparently said he found out he has a rare disease, so he needs expensive medical care. He said he has to be hospitalized in a distant hospital where there's a famous doctor. So they won't be able to meet for a while. And since then, she can't get in touch with him.
Anyone would definitely find that suspicious, right? Normally, you'd notice right away, but she is really out of it. To fall for such an obvious scam? She's quite stupid.
Don't say such things. Do something to help her. Anyway, what's handed over won't come back. I need you to help me.
Huh? Why do you need my help?
The $40,000 is the money I was saving for Hazel's wedding. I kept it secret from your father. So I need to return it without him finding out.
Oh, you even had such savings? When I got married, you didn't have a penny, though.
I'm sorry. I just had enough for Hazel.
I'm the eldest. Isn't it usually the other way around?
Yes, but...
Isn't it because you and Dad spoil her that things like this happened? She needs to reflect properly, right? Figure it out yourself or think of another way. It's about money, so I can't help.
Hazel is depressed and won't come out of her room. She's been off work for a long time. Can't you lend me the money? It's just borrowing for a little while. I'll definitely return it.
Impossible! Such a large sum? I don't have $40,000, you know. We just got married and need all sorts of things. Besides, no matter how much I have no intention of lending it. Considering everything that's happened, you understand, right, Mom?
Zoe, don't say such things. You're my daughter, right? Your mother is in trouble, so help me. Hey, Zoe, I'm very flustered and in trouble. Your father found out about the money from before. What should I do? I'm sure he'll get mad at me if I don't do something. Do you have any idea what to do?
I don't know. I have nothing to do with that. Dad was spoiling Hazel too, right? I'm sure he'll understand if you talk to him. You two should talk it out. Get into a big fight.
You could lend a hand a little. Don't say such cold things. You're our eldest daughter, so you should help your family more, right? You're the big sister, so respond with a sense of responsibility.
Here we go. Don't say such convenient things. I thought I was your daughter, so I wanted you to attend my wedding. I wanted you to see me in my wedding dress. But you didn't come. Moreover, you were on a Mexico trip, right? I don't need such opportunistic parents.
Oh, I'll apologize for that. When you have a grandchild, I'll come visit a lot.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm sure I won't be here then.
Huh? What do you mean you won't be here? Are you moving right after getting married?
Actually, my husband has been offered a project. We're going to Canada in 3 months. It's an overseas assignment, so we won't be back for a while. I might not even see you all anymore.
No way! I was looking forward to the baby's birth. You mean you won't even let your mother hold her grandchild?
No, at this point. You never cherished me at all, never had any interest in me. You never cared.
What? Then what about when we get old? You're the eldest daughter, right? At least take care of us.
Don't you have your cute second daughter? She might not even get married, you know. She might live with you forever. I never thought I'd be moving out of the country, but I'm overjoyed. I can't contain my happiness at being able to distance myself from my stupid family.
How dare you say such things to your parent? When we're in such trouble, you could at least consider our feelings a little. Is this how you talk to your mother and father?
I
absolutely won't allow you moving out of the country. Don't you dare go so far away, leaving your family behind. Think again.
Allow? What's to allow? I'm from a different household now, aren't I? It's none of your business, right? My husband works for a foreign company, so we might even go to another country. We might even go further away, and then I'll cut ties completely.
Huh? Well, it's okay if you go overseas, but... Anyway, help us. Hazel might disown me too. What am I supposed to do if that happens?
No, don't say that to me. Figure it out yourselves. It's a problem between you, Dad, and Hazel, right? It has nothing to do with me. In the first place, isn't the problem that all three of you couldn't spot the scammer? If you had been a little more careful, this wouldn't have happened. Work together, the three of you, to sort it out.
Oh, we're asking because we can't do that. Why are you saying such cold things? You're so unreasonable. Stop babbling and just wire the money. We're family, so it's obvious you should help a little, right?
I refuse. I have no such obligation. Why should I wire you money? It's absurd, isn't it? I will absolutely never help you. Why don't you have Hazel do some more work? That level of resolution is necessary, right? I don't consider you family anymore, so don't ever contact me again.
Wait a minute. Please don't say such things. I beg you, don't abandon us.
Hazel falling for a scam is her own doing. If she had been more responsible, this wouldn't have happened, right? So from now on, she should take responsibility properly and solve this herself. Don't make me clean up her mess.
But she's still young and doesn't know what to do. Help her, Zoe.
Being young isn't an excuse. She should take responsibility for her own actions, right? Stop coddling her anymore. It's in her best interest that Hazel does side jobs. She needs the experience of solving problems with her own power, right? Work hard on your own from now on. I won't be involved anymore.
Oh no.
After that, the scammer was never found. Although the police took action, there were no leads at all and the investigation remained at a standstill. The $40,000 vanished as if blown away by the wind. It seems that each family member decided to repay the money while enduring hardships. Hazel is juggling multiple part-time jobs every day, late into the night. While she has the youthful stamina, it seems she is quite mentally drained. I heard that when she returns home, she falls asleep immediately. My heart aches when I imagine her face with increasingly dark circles under her eyes. But this is the result she brought upon herself, so there's nothing to do but accept it. Dad has just reached retirement age, but he started working again. His back is even more hunched than before, and it's obvious at a glance that he's straining himself. And Mom, in addition to her current job, she started working part-time on the weekends too. It seems she's enduring desperately with a body that's falling apart and a face worn out with fatigue. I do feel sorry for them, but it's no longer my concern. I'm living happily with my husband. A new life is dwelling in my belly, and we're preparing to welcome our family. I want to live in a way that protects this happiness forever.
Jenny, I've had enough. What's up with all the bullying? Do you get a kick out of harassing me? Oh my God, you're scaring me. You came into our house today, right? Oh, I borrowed a plate from you, so I came by to return it. What's the issue? We ask you not to enter our place when we're not around, remember? Why aren't you keeping your word? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't a mother visit her son's house? I even have a spare key, you know. Having a spare key is just for emergencies. It doesn't mean you can enter without permission. You don't have to be so uptight. I just went in to return the plates, okay? You should be thanking me for bringing it myself.
It might be normal for others, but it's different in our case.
You've definitely got some guts, don't you?
You stole everything from our refrigerator, didn't you?
Please, let's not label it as stealing. I simply cleared out the fridge because everything had expired. I was genuinely surprised to find so many expired items inside. It left me momentarily speechless, to be honest.
Every item I bought yesterday was fresh, so there's no way they could have expired already.
Oh, really? That doesn't seem possible. I couldn't have made a mistake, right? Oh, but...
What is it?
I forgot my reading glasses, so maybe I misread the numbers. If that's the case, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to risk anything happening to James by giving him expired food. So I disposed of everything.
Why would you do such a thing? Because of you? I couldn't cook as I had planned today, could I? I'll have to go buy lunch now. You did it on purpose, didn't you?
That's a rude thing to say. I just wanted to help by organizing the fridge. It's not nice to talk about someone's kindness like that. Also, since you live with my son, I hope you'll be more careful with chores. Being busy with work isn't an excuse.
I do my best with chores with James' help, and he often compliments me on my cooking now that I've learned more dishes.
You're getting compliments? You're such a carefree person. You're a housewife, so being able to cook is just normal. Yet leaving ingredients in the fridge with uncertain expiration dates? Doesn't that make you unfit as a housewife?
I'm positive there were no expired ingredients. It's definitely your mistake.
I can't believe you're blaming me for your own mistakes like this. I'm feeling upset, so I'm going to end this conversation. Amber, do you have a second?
Yes, I'm on my break. Is there something you need?
I'm in a bit of trouble. I've been pondering whether to share this with you for a while now.
What? What's wrong?
I figured if I were in your position, I'd want to know, so I decided to reach out.
Jenny, what's going on? If you're going through something, just let me know. I'll do whatever I can to help.
Yeah, but it's not about me. It's about James.
What is it? Is everything okay with James?
That's the thing. It looks like James might be having an affair.
What? Really?
I'm truly sorry. But I'm absolutely certain because I saw it myself. I'm sorry for not bringing this up sooner.
Jenny, could you tell me about the woman James was with?
Oh, she has long hair.
There are many women with long hair out there. Can you recall any other distinctive features?
It was all so sudden and I got flustered. But she was wearing a suit, so maybe she's a businesswoman?
There are a lot of women like that, aren't there? When did this happen?
Oh, I remember that. James went to Italy for a trade show as a representative of the company, right?
Yeah, he did.
I believe it was during that time. Isn't it odd for him to be in town while he should be overseas? And walking around openly with another woman in broad daylight? It's hard to think of any other explanation besides cheating.
What time exactly is broad daylight? If James is really cheating, I want to gather evidence, so please tell me.
Oh dear, I really can't recall the exact time. I mentioned before, didn't I? I was quite flustered. Even in a panic, you usually have a rough idea of the time, right? Around 2? I see. I finally said it. I've been feeling guilty all this time. The fact that my son is cheating? I'm truly sorry. No, it's not like it's been confirmed that James is cheating or anything. But I saw it with my own eyes, you know. Anyway, Amber, what's your next move? You should probably start by figuring out why he cheated. I guess so. At this point, I'm not sure if he cheated, and I have no proof. But if James is really cheating, then maybe divorce? What? Divorce? Don't you want to listen to James' side and consider forgiving him after acknowledging your own faults? I believe it's just not in my nature. Once I know, I don't think I could carry on as usual. So I think it's best for both of us to part ways. Wow! You sound like you don't care about James at all. Maybe there's something wrong with you. Don't you think it's fair to tell me if there's something wrong with me, instead of resorting to cheating? I've felt this way for a while now, but you're really cold-hearted. Being so unforgiving of just one mistake from your husband shows how narrow-minded you are. I used to blame James for cheating on you, but now I guess I can see why he might have done it. Anyway, if the cheating turns out to be true, I'll file for divorce. But before that, I need to gather evidence. So for now, could you please keep quiet about this? Please don't say anything to James either. Wait a minute. Why do I have to take orders from you? First of all, it was you who brought this up. I expect your cooperation in investigating this affair. Evidence. The fact that I saw it happen is the strongest evidence. I don't think we should dig deeper into this odd situation. No, unless there's real proof, I'm not going to believe you. How dare you talk to me like that? My son doesn't need someone who doesn't even care about him. Oh well, too bad, huh? Jenny, James wasn't having an affair. Is that so? That's good. That's all you gotta say? Huh? Hey, wasn't it you who first mentioned James cheating? And you were pretty sure because you saw it yourself. Oh, yes, I did. I see. I didn't suspect him at all, but just to double check, I reached out to his partner. Turns out, on the day you claimed to see him cheating, James was actually in Italy at a trade show. They even sent real-time videos from the event, so there's no doubt about it. Yeah, that's a relief, isn't it? I'm relieved to hear James wasn't cheating. Why did you insist so strongly that he was cheating? It must have been tough for James to be accused like that, especially when he has been working so hard. Listen, he looked just like James, okay? It was a mistake. Let it go. You're being so persistent. You confidently said it was James. Who do you think did you mistake him for? I don't know. Maybe it was his doppelganger. Just drop it. Just to be sure, I checked James' phone. All his messages were about work, and the photos were all from our outings together. What the hell, Amber? Even if he's your husband, going through his phone without permission is invasion of privacy. I know that, but I had no choice. I needed proof. I will apologize to James about that. I can't believe you'd go that far. What about his rights? I want to make sure because I care about him. That's why I want solid evidence. I asked him directly too. What? James told me without any hesitation that he'd never cheat on me, and I believe him. Oh, Does that mean you two aren't getting divorced after all? Yes, I don't believe James is cheating, and I have no plans to divorce him whatsoever. If you come across any new evidence, please inform me. There's no such thing. What? It was a lie. You really think my son would do such a thing? Don't disrespect him. Huh? What are you talking about? I made it all up. What? Don't you think it's unfair for James to be suspected of cheating on me? I made up the story about James' affair to test you. I wanted to see how much you truly love James. But you said you'd divorce him over just one affair. Of course. I wouldn't tolerate anyone disrespecting me like that. You won't even consider if you played a part in his cheating? I feel sorry for my son. I knew I was right about you being a terrible wife. Wait a minute. Isn't it wrong for you to tell such terrible lies? People reveal their true colors at times like this, and now you've shown yours. Revealing true colors? I see it as a normal reaction if someone cheats on you. I value myself too much for this. Enough with this already. I can't trust James' well-being with someone as cold as you. You should just divorce him already. What? I don't need a daughter-in-law like you. Just divorce him already. There's no point in continuing this conversation. Take care. Hey, Amber, don't you dare! Amber, can you pick up the phone? Oh my God, answer the phone! What do you want this time, Jenny? I can't talk on the phone right now. What's with the attitude? I had a feeling this wouldn't be good. You're as predictable as ever. But listen, something serious happened. My son got arrested. What? Why? I'm not entirely sure, but it seems he got upset about being suspected of cheating and secretly investigated. Then, he caused a scene at a restaurant. Apparently, he was shouting, flipping tables and chairs, and even threw food at other customers. Huh? My husband is sitting next to me. What? Shouldn't he be working? What do you mean? We planned to take a day off today after discussing it beforehand. Oh, please, stop pretending. Anyway, hurry up and come to the police station. This is serious. Like I said, James is here with me. Stop being so persistent. Aren't you worried about your husband? If it were true, of course I'd be worried. But he's right here, next to me. Are you serious? Why is it so hard to believe? Mom, it's me. Is that really you, James? Amber is just pretending to be you, right? It's really me. If you doubt me that much, I'll send you a message right away. Can you believe it's me now? James! Mom, you've been bothering Amber so much, haven't you? You've caused quite a bit of trouble, too. No, I mean... Did you throw away all the groceries Amber had stocked up? I checked the fridge, too, but it was empty, you know. They were expired. How are the groceries we bought just the day before already expired? That's strange, isn't it? If that's true, it's the store's responsibility, right? And you say you witnessed me cheating? Well, I thought it was you. You thought it was me? I couldn't believe it either. I was pretty freaked out. I have just mistaken someone else for you. What the hell? If you're going to lie, at least make it a believable one. There's no way I would cheat on Amber. I know. So it was the wrong guy after all. And me getting arrested? Amber showed me your messages. What kind of parent tries to make their own son out to be a criminal? It's just awful. I just wanted to protect you. Protect me from what? I don't understand what you are trying to say. I can't have my child around someone like you. What? A child? What are you talking about? Jenny, it's Amber. Wait a minute. What do you mean, a child? We actually took a day off today to visit the doctor together. Huh? I'm pregnant, so we're going for our first checkup together. That's why I'm here with James. Huh? Really? I'm going to be a grandmother? Why didn't you tell me sooner? I'm thrilled to be able to meet my adorable grandchildren. So, when's the baby due? About that, don't worry about the kid. What do you mean? We've discussed and decided not to let you see our child. What? Why? As what James said earlier, after all the trouble you've caused, like making up James' affair and fake arrests, would I really let the baby meet someone who keeps causing such problems? Just think about it. Well, we've chosen not to let the child meet you because I worry you might have a negative influence on our child. Oh no! I was really excited about getting to hold my grandchild, you know? But not getting to see them at all is a real bummer. I can't forgive you. After all the things you did to me, you have no idea how much stress I've been under. And James understands that too. That's why we don't want our child to be around you. No, don't do that. You caused this. You should have seen it coming. Your son's furious. Doubt he'll forgive you. Can you convince him, Amber? Huh? You have influence as his wife. Your word could change things, and I might get to meet my grandchild. So, have you found out if it's a boy or a girl yet? I only just found out I'm pregnant, so I don't know the gender yet. Well, regardless of the gender, it's none of your business, so you shouldn't worry about it. Wait a minute, are you guys serious? Of course. As soon as I noticed the signs of pregnancy, we quickly decided to move. Huh? Move? Yes, we decided to buy a house. Where did you move to? Tell me where you're moving to. Huh? Why would I tell you? Why not? If I let you know where we're moving, won't you just show up uninvited? That's why James strictly warned me not to share it with you. Well then, could you at least tell me where you're going to have the baby? No, I won't tell you that either. Why not? Because when the baby is born, you might just show up at the hospital, right? And if we're not careful, you might figure out where we live. James made it clear I should never tell you. What? That's terrible. You think so? Please reflect on your actions and consider how they've affected me. How could you overlook all the terrible things you've done to me? Wait a minute, then I'll apologize. So you'll forgive me and let me see my grandchild. I can't do that. Why? That's because we promised each other. We're going to raise our child together without any interference from you. So please don't worry about anything. We're confident we can do a great job raising our child together. That's not what I'm worried about. I want to see my grandchildren's faces, and I want to hold them in my arms. Make my wish come true. No way. Why not? We'll end the conversation here since it seems we're going in circles. James has made it clear that he won't be contacting you again. Please leave us alone. No! Please! Because she enjoyed causing trouble and kept bothering me, my mother-in-law ended up feeling lonely and isolated. She seems really shocked by it all and keeps telling people she can't see her grandchild. It's all because she wouldn't stop harassing me. Now people are spreading rumors about her, like accusing her son of cheating and even calling him a criminal. Now she's too scared to go outside. She stays at home all the time. She brought this on herself. My baby is growing healthy in my belly, and I'm just waiting for it to be born. I'm grateful that I've been able to spend these 10 months without any mental stress. When the child grows up, if my mother-in-law sincerely reflects on her actions, I'm discussing with James about going to see her. Fiona, counting on you from tomorrow onwards. Hi, Sharon. What do you mean about tomorrow? Oh, you haven't heard? What? I'm moving in with you tomorrow. What? Why are you moving in all of a sudden? Hold on. I don't know anything about this. Oh, really? Brian and I decided about it. That's selfish. I live here too. You two can't just decide things without letting me know. Why? You're Brian's wife, aren't you? So isn't it natural to follow what he decides? You don't have the authority to voice your opinion, right? That's just too overbearing. I believe married couples should discuss things together. Deciding to let you move in without letting me know isn't right. I don't agree with that. Here we go. What? You're so arrogant. You never listen to what your husband or your mother-in-law say. Always insisting on your own way. I'm sure Brian is having a hard time living with you. What do you mean by that? I think it's only natural to consult your partner before deciding on something big. I need to check on your behavior. That's why I'm moving in. My behavior? I heard you come home from work late every day. You put your job first instead of taking care of your husband. I don't think that's the way a housewife should be. So I'm here to teach you how to be a housewife. Huh? Why are you saying like I'm doing something wrong? Aren't you? I work for a living, you know. I listen to what Brian wants, so now we're living in an expensive apartment. If I don't work, we're not gonna be able to afford to live. And here you are talking down on me like this? Say whatever you want. I'll find out everything once I move in, so prepare yourself. Hey Brian, I just got a message from your mother. What is she talking about moving in? What? It means she's gonna live with us. No. Why are you deciding things without consulting me? This is absurd. I mean, I know you're not gonna be up for it if I tell you, so... Of course. Your mother has put me through hell. She stepped on my foot the first time I met her. Don't make a fuss over something so small. You're not a child anymore. Why can't you get along with Mom? It's because she hates me. I'm trying my best to get along with her, but she's not even trying. Don't say mean things about her. You're telling me I'm the mean one? I'm the oldest son and Mom lives alone. It's best for us to live together for the future. As a wife, you should at least understand that. I understand what you're saying, but what I don't understand is, why didn't you discuss it with me beforehand? It's just too much to deal with. I'm going to let my parents live in a house I pay rent for with the money I earn. Why do I need to consult you about it? It's like you think you're the center of the universe. I'm at a loss for words. Anyway, my mom is moving in tomorrow. Please tell her don't be mean to me. Huh? You're the one who's being mean to her, right? Huh? You should be treating my mother good because you're my wife. She's old too. Don't be so mean. You don't know anything about what happened before, so you can't say such things. I know I'm your wife, but I'm still a human being, so there's a limit to how much I can tolerate. Are you trying to go against me and my mother? I have my rights too. Are you serious? You're just my wife. There's no rights for you. Don't you think that's absurd? Just shut up and listen to me and my mom. Also, my mom wouldn't do such mean things. You always exaggerate things. You never believe anything I say. What a terrible husband. Whatever. It's already decided. You're gonna make it out with my mom. Wait. Fiona, Mom said you didn't prepare her breakfast. She just called me. What? What are you talking about? I had it prepared on the table before I left for work. I made her everything she wanted. Why did she call me then? She was almost crying. Huh? She said you're trying to starve her. You're terrible. I asked you to make things right with Mom, didn't I? Wait a minute. That's all just baseless accusations. Huh? You had your breakfast too, right? I prepared the same thing for her. Are you saying my mom is lying? Maybe. Think about it. How could I cook breakfast and not prepare for her? I don't know what you're capable of. You're a woman who talks about the rights of a wife and all that. It wouldn't be surprising for you to do something like that. It seems like you're taking out your frustration on Mom. How can you be so paranoid? You only believe what she says. You don't even try to listen to me. Of course I believe her over you. My mother is a nice person, unlike you. She must have been hurt because she was crying. What the hell? You need to apologize to her. I know all the bad things that you've done to her. You better apologize or I won't forgive you. What bad things? It seems like there were various things piled up, like pushing her to the door, pointing a knife at her in the kitchen, leaving her laundry when you do yours. Huh? Wait a minute. I don't remember all of this. Why would I do such things to her? You're a liar. Why would my mom lie about such things? Apologize to her for all the things you've done. You don't trust your wife at all. Why would I? She's always right. You have to apologize to her. I don't want to. I haven't done anything to apologize for. Are you still gonna deny it? She called me crying on the phone. I didn't do anything. She's accusing me of things I never did to her. There's no way I'm going to apologize. I'd apologize if I did, but I didn't. How long are you planning on bullying Mom? I won't forgive you for hurting her. I will divorce you. What? You're really trying to go that far? I don't need a wife who treats my mom bad. I'll get the divorce papers, sign them, and get the hell out. Are you sure about that? Absolutely. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't take care of my mom. Okay. I'll give you a week. Be grateful I'm generous. Pack up your stuff and leave by then. It feels a bit forced, but if that's what you want, fine. I just don't want to be falsely accused of something I didn't do. You're being unusually cooperative, but just remember, you'll have no one to blame but yourself if you end up regretting it later. Regret? We'll see who's going to regret it. Fiona? Hey, answer me. What do you want? Not only you bullied me, but you also cheated on my son. Huh? I saw you with another man. What? Who were you with? You're married to my son and I saw you walking around with another man. What the hell do you think you're doing? Sharon, I think you're misunderstanding something. I'm not having an affair. Then who were you with? You were all dressed up with a random man. What? I don't even know what you're trying to say anymore. Don't act dumb. I saw you a couple of days ago nearby your office. I'm sure it was you. Oh, about that? Yeah? What was that about? I'll never forgive you. Huh? I'll tell my son about it and have you divorced. What? You bully me and you never do house chores. And on top of that, you cheat on my son. I'll never let my son live with a woman like you. You've always been a terrible wife. You haven't heard anything from Brian? What? We're divorced already. Huh? That's what you wanted, right? How does it feel? Are you happy? Huh? What do you mean? You told Brian things that I never did to you, remember? Like bullying you? He believed all the lies you told him and he was furious about it. He told me to apologize to you. Of course! But I don't remember doing anything bad to you. I never bullied you. So I told him there was nothing to apologize for. He told me he wanted to divorce me. What? Yeah, so I filed our divorce earlier. Really? Yes. Now I'm going to leave you too. The man you saw me with is my real estate agent. Are you telling me the truth? Yes, I'm not cheating. I was looking for a new place to live. Oh, really? Well, if you're already divorced, then that doesn't matter anymore. Huh? Am I going to be okay living alone with my son? That's not my problem anymore. Well, that's good. I can finally live freely too. I mean, you've been living freely all this time. Now me and my son can live happily and start a new life. Good for you, Sharon. Thank you for taking care of me during our short time living together. Fiona, where are you? I need to talk to you, please. What? I don't have anything to talk about with you. I've already filed the divorce and moved out, so I feel good. Can you reconsider that? Huh? What do you mean? Could you please consider filing for marriage again and getting back together? Why? You still have feelings for me, right? Be grateful since I'm saying I'll marry you again. Hell no. What? I'm finally free from your bullshit. Why would I get back with you? Don't act tough. I'm not acting tough. You believed your mother who was enjoying bullying me. I can't tolerate that anymore. I told you I'm over it. Don't say that. I know it's too late, but my mom just told me the truth. She admitted that she was the one bullying you. She wanted to keep me to herself, so she was harassing you to push you away. Oh, really? Oh, I see. My misunderstanding has been cleared up. That's good. So, did she tell you what are the things she did to me? No. Well, just for your reference, I'll tell you. She'd pour boiling water in the bathtub when I'm trying to take a bath every day. Boiling water? If I make her food, she'll just throw it in the trash. Seriously? She'd kick me in the stomach while saying I'm useless. I should have a baby at least. Is that true? That's an act of violence. Yes, it's true. She'd even tell me, you never do anything around the house but complain. There's dirt left on the laundry, start over. Scrub the toilet for an hour because it still smells. That's how she was like every day. Oh no, the house is a mess right now. She never does the dishes, laundry, and she doesn't even take out the trash. I bet. I'm going crazy. Please, come back. I just told you all the horrible things she did to me, right? There's no way I'm going back there. There's more. You want to hear about it? No, I'm good. I was wrong. You were my wife. I should have trusted you. I've apologized enough, so please come back. No, thank you. I'm finally free from the two of you. Nobody would ever want to come back after all. Enjoy your life with your kind mother. I suggest you help her out with the chores. Please don't say that, Fiona. Bye. Hey, Fiona. It's been a while. I want to ask you something. Oh, hey, Sharon. What do you want? How were you managing to live every month? Brian's paycheck isn't enough at all. Did he get a pay cut? I can't live the way I wanted to. Of course. Huh? His paycheck isn't enough to cover the rent. But he wanted to live in such an expensive place, so... Then how did you make a living? I paid most of the bills myself. What? Well, that amount was clearly not enough. I was covering everything else. That's why I had to work hard. You made fun of me so much, didn't you? But I had to work to make ends meet. You're lying, aren't you? I thought you were managing everywhere with Brian's paycheck. No. Then how are we supposed to live now? I don't know. We're strangers. Just think about it. Why don't you two move to a cheaper place, and why don't you find a job? What? No way. Well, I guess you have to figure things out yourselves. Wait a minute. Come back. Why? Me and your son got divorced a long time ago, right? But you're his ex-wife, right? There's no harm in helping out your ex-husband. We can be roommates. We'll split the rent and you contribute to my living expenses. How about that? Huh? Why would I do that? You've got to be kidding me. That man you thought I was having an affair with? He helped me find a nice place and I love it. I'm not even thinking of moving back. Don't say that. We don't have enough money, so help us out. I refuse. I'm not your slave. You should spend more time on household chores. Huh? Your son was ranting about you. What did he say? That the house is a mess right now. Piled up dishes and laundry, even the trash. If you want to live freely, shouldn't you first establish a solid foundation? I don't want you to tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I don't care what happens to you people. It's fine if you continue living as you are and eventually fall apart. Haha. Fall apart? If you continue living according to your mindset, I think it will happen eventually. If you want to avoid that, you'll need to either move to a cheaper place or start working yourself. You're missing one thing. Huh? How about you come back here, split the rent 50-50, and help out with the bills? Are you nuts? I don't see the point of me doing that. Please remember that you and I are already strangers. Wait a minute. You're gonna need money if you move out to a new place, right? I've used up all my savings to make ends meet. Huh? You have your pension, right? Yeah, about that. I need that money to go on trips with my friends, lunch, and shopping. It's pointless to talk to you anymore. It's a waste of time talking to you, so I'm out. Oh, wait. Please. Okay, I'll find a job. So, could you lend me enough money to cover living expenses until I find one? Nope. I have no reason to lend you money. Please, Fiona. You know I have no other choice. Can you just please help? You're so selfish. I won't help you too. I'm blocking both of you today. Please don't ever reach out again. I don't want anything to do with the two of you. Don't say that. Fiona, please help us. After that, it seems that Sharon took out loans to cover living expenses. However, the amount of debt quickly increased. And eventually, it became impossible to manage. It seems that she was borrowing money using her son's credit card, and as a result, her son ended up having to declare bankruptcy. I had a feeling this would happen. So I was waiting to see who would regret it more, but it seems like she didn't notice at all. She brought it upon herself. I'm renting an apartment not far from the company and enjoying living alone. I plan to focus on work for a while and save money. Once I have enough saved up, I'm thinking about starting a new hobby or something.
Linda, are you awake? Can we talk?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm still lying down, but I can chat. I've been feeling kind of sick since noon. What's up?
I'm going on a cruise trip the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? You're going on a trip now? How can you decide something like that without consulting me?
What? It just came up all of a sudden, so what can I do?
Who are you going with?
My friend. The guy who was supposed to go suddenly couldn't make it due to work. If he cancels, he'll have to pay the cancellation fee, so he asked me if I wanted to go with him. It's a rare chance, so I was happy to take it.
What about work?
I'm in the middle of easy time of the year, so I was able to get paid holidays. It's no problem. I guess I've been working long enough to get by.
That's why I think you need to be sincere to the company, don't you think? What about Emma? She can't just ask for paid holidays from kindergarten, you know? Emma has her own life. I mean, it's my fault because I have cancer. I'll do my best to get better. So can you wait for the cruise trip?
Emma is no problem. Don't worry.
What?
I asked Alice's mom because Alice is Emma's friend who rides the same kindergarten bus. She said she would take care of her. Emma is happy too.
That's not the issue. It's okay for just one day, but how long is the cruise trip?
I think it was 1 week.
See? Are you going to leave our daughter in someone else's hand for that long? No matter how long I've been in the hospital, it's still insane. You are Emma's father. How can you be so irresponsible?
I've already told him I'm going.
Then I'll ask Mary to take care of her.
What? Mary? Oh no, no need to do that. I would feel sorry for her.
Don't you feel sorry for Alice's mother? What you're saying doesn't make sense.
I also asked Mary myself.
You did? So what did she say?
She said she couldn't because she will be on a business trip. So I asked Alice's mother for help. It's our only option since Mary can't help, right?
Well, since my parents live far away. I can't believe you'd agree to a cruise trip now. Now we have a problem.
Sorry.
Dwayne, did you go to work already?
Yeah, I've got some work I need to finish for the cruise trip starting tomorrow. I just got to the office now.
You know what? I haven't been feeling well since last night. I was feeling really bad that nurses had to take care of me. I'm a little better now, but I'm really sorry, but can you go on the cruise trip next time?
Huh? There's no next time. I've already made a reservation under my name. I can't do that.
I need you to stay with Emma, just in case something happens. What's more important, your own daughter or a cruise trip?
What? How can you possibly compare them?
If something happens to me, who's going to take care of Emma? She'd be left at her friend's house. It's also a trouble for Alice's mother, you know. So will you please reconsider the trip?
You're getting annoying. I told you I can't.
I have cancer, you know. I don't know what's going to happen. Are you really going on the cruise trip under this circumstance?
You're going to be gone soon anyway, aren't you?
Sorry?
I'm saying you're going to be gone soon.
You don't know that, not even me.
I've been thinking about my future. You're about to go to heaven, and I'm going on a cruise with my next wife.
What? That was your plan? That's terrible.
Emma needs a new mother, right? So I have to make sure that we love each other, you know?
That's terrible. I'm still alive.
I thought you would also be relieved if you knew who my next wife is going to be. So, I'm going on a cruise trip tomorrow as planned.
If something happens, you know my number.
You're unbelievable.
By the way, it's overseas, so call me as soon as possible, okay? Linda, are you still alive? I'm on the Pacific Ocean. I'm realizing how big the Earth is. I know it's hard for you to believe since you're still sick, but it feels really good. I hope you get to see it someday. I mean, if you're still alive. I feel so good, I'm going to reveal the secret. About the person I'm with right now, you should be happy. It's your sister.
Hey, what time are you coming back?
Oh, Linda, you're still alive? I'm glad you're okay. We finished the cruise trip, but the scenery is so beautiful after we landed. I'm thinking of extending the trip. I'm sorry, but could you get in touch with Alice's mother?
I'm sorry I'm still alive, but you're unbelievable.
I'm just telling you the truth.
What an irresponsible man you are. Leaving your daughter in someone else's hand for days and then extending your trip? I can't believe you.
Don't be so angry. Well, I feel good, so I don't care what you say.
Your parents picked her up the next day you went on the trip.
What? My father and mother? Why?
They happened to come to visit me, so I told them everything. They were very kind to me.
My parents don't know anything about this. Why are you being so selfish?
Your parents came to visit me because they were worried about my illness. I just couldn't lie to them.
And did you also tell them that Emma was at Alice's house?
Of course I did. It's natural for them to worry about Emma, isn't it? They felt sorry for her, so they went to pick her up right away. And they also knew that you were having an affair.
What the heck? Seriously? That's not good.
I was suspicious that you were cheating on me.
What? You knew?
Well, because of the way you were acting lately. You're coming home late every day because you're working overtime or something. Suddenly, you eat out all the time and don't eat at home at all. Well, I was just getting sick, so I didn't have to prepare meals at home, which was a big help. I had to check with the company because it was so frequent. Supposedly, your father heard it from the company.
Huh? What the heck?
Then, you didn't work overtime at all. I was shocked when I found out. You knew I wasn't feeling well and you went on cheating on me.
So what are you saying?
If I hadn't been in the hospital, I would have gone straight for a divorce. Your parents came to visit me in the hospital many times. I couldn't stand anymore, so I talked to them about it.
Are you serious? My parents haven't said anything to me. You're so frustrated with my cruise trip, so you're making up stories? You? Screw you. I'm the one who's trying to be nice to you because you have cancer. You're getting on my nerves.
I'm not lying. If you think so, why don't you ask your parents yourself? They were both so stunned that they lost words. They apologized to me over and over again.
Really?
Of course, they were furious afterwards.
I can't ask them after I heard about it. If what you're saying is true, of course, they are going to scold me. If that's the case, I'm definitely extending my trip. And it doesn't sound like you're going to have it anytime soon.
That's terrible.
I'll go home when you're gone.
Are you serious? Leaving your wife in the hospital with cancer? Leaving your daughter with your parents? Going on a cruise ship with my sister to have an affair? You are evil.
No, I'm not. Of course I'd rather have a younger sister than you who has no life left to live.
I didn't think you had such a cold heart.
Keep talking, girl. You'll be gone anyway. I'm always open to hear you out.
I've got some good news for you.
What?
I've been feeling under the weather, so your parents are visiting me right now.
What? They are?
So I had them look at this text with me.
Huh? What on earth are you doing? You're showing them this text without my permission? That's an invasion of privacy, you know? Keep talking, boy. A message from your parents to you. A message? They said our divorce is final. What? Divorce? I know you're lying. How can you get a divorce without me signing the divorce papers? Stop screwing around. Oh, did you forget? You kept the divorce papers with your name on them in our bedroom dresser drawer. If you signed it, it means you agree, right? Yes, but how did you know about that? Your parents went to get my clothes. That's when they found it. What? My parents? They found it and they made up their minds. If something happens to me, my inheritance will go to you. So they said we should get divorced before that happens. My parents said that? Yup. I was surprised too. But they were both very concerned about me and Emma. I really appreciate that. Then what's going to happen to Emma? There's a custody issue. Of course, I'm going to take Emma. If I can't get the custody, your parents will be my guardians. If anything happens to me, your parents will adopt me as their daughter-in-law. I'm the father. It's not going to work out that well. But you're having an affair. There's no proof or anything, so I shouldn't lose custody of Emma. Well, we do have proof. When your parents heard what I had to say, they expected this to happen. They immediately went to an inquiry office to check you out. You're kidding, right? They found pictures of you walking into my sister's apartment with your arms around her. And there were pictures of you guys coming out of a hotel. And there's also a film of you guys sailing out of the country. Seriously? Of course, I'll send you one picture. Oh. Emma really wants to be with me. She says Grandma and Grandpa are better than you. Your parents took immediate action when they heard her saying that. I keep telling you, I'm the father, remember? Why should she be taken by my parents? Kids watch their parents' behavior, you know. I'm sure Emma was feeling something in her own way. The evidence is perfect. I'm going to file for alimony and child support for sure. What? You're going to be gone anyway, so you don't need that, do you? You must be joking. If something happens to me, Emma might have to live on her own. I'm going to charge you as much as I can for that. You wish. And I still have messages from your parents, mostly from your father. He said, I'm not letting him take over the company. I'm going to fire him soon, so he should be prepared. What? What the heck? I'm supposed to be the next president of the company. And now I'm fired? I absolutely cannot agree to that. Your father said, I can't entrust my company to a man who betrays his beloved family and employees. No way. I'd be out of a job. Your father was wondering why you took this paid holiday, but he thought it was just your way of trying to take care of me. But it turns out you were having an affair with my sister. As soon as he found out, he was furious. You don't want to make him angry, you know? I'm not in the mood for such jokes. What about my future? I still have a message for you. Huh? There's more? The house we lived in was in your father's name, right? So? He said, I'm going to put it up for sale soon. So when he gets back from his cruise trip, he better pack up his stuff and leave immediately. What? My father is trying to take my house away from me? Your father is very sorry that his son grew up to be a jerk. He wants you to go through the hardships yourself from the bottom. That's parents' love. Are you kidding me? Don't get all cocky with me. You better watch your mouth. I'm not ready to go to heaven yet, you know, especially because of Emma. You've got to be kidding. You've lost everything. Are you okay? What? Because, you know, you're getting fired, getting kicked out of the house, and have to pay alimony and child support. Are you going to be okay? Seriously? Well, I don't really care because I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I think this is not the time to be enjoying your cruise vacation. If you don't do something about the future soon, you're going to be in big trouble, you know?
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe you can get help from my sister? Speaking of my sister, I have a message for her too.
What is it?
My parents know all about it and they are furious.
What?
Well, of course they are. She betrayed me when I was suffering from cancer treatment. She was having an affair with my husband. I'll never let her enter my parents' house. My parents are serious too, so please tell her that.
Oh my God. Linda, how are you feeling? Is the treatment painful? Is there anything I can do to help?
What? You're disgusting. Did you enjoy your cruise trip with my sister?
Don't talk like that.
But it's true. You brought it on yourself.
Linda, please, will you help me and Mary? You're the only one I can rely on.
Excuse me? You and I are strangers now. Besides, I don't have a sister because I've broken off the relationship with her.
Don't say that. Please, help me. After my father scolded me so much, he made me quit my job. I'm unemployed.
You dug your own grave. It's a result of what you did, right?
I got kicked out of my house yesterday. I tried to get my father's mercy, but he just threw me out.
Oh my. It must be tough without a place to stay.
Right? I'm staying at a motel with Mary right now. That kind of life won't last long, you know?
Exactly. It's hard to pay for a motel without the job.
So, can you lend me some money?
Huh? Are you kidding? Look who's talking. Besides, I'm still in the hospital getting cancer treatment. I don't have any money to lend you.
But you have insurance coming in. Lend me some of that money.
What? You've reached to the bottom, haven't you? Why should I lend you money when I'm receiving insurance for my treatment? You're insane.
We need money to rent a new place to live. I don't even have that money. Please, help me.
I refuse.
Then, at least, don't make me pay alimony. That would help a lot.
I don't want to. I'll save the alimony for Emma's future.
Then, get rid of the child support. That would make my monthly expenses a lot cheaper. I'll be more motivated to work.
I said I don't want to. Why should I help you and Mary? I really don't get it.
Then convince my parents. If you don't do something, we'll run out of money and end up in the street. So please tell them to lend some money to us before that happens.
No. The two of you have to do something about your parents. It's not my place to interfere.
Please, Linda.
Like I said, I'm in the hospital for cancer treatment. I'm fighting a disease. I don't have time for you. I have to get well as soon as possible for Emma.
Don't say that and help me. I'm sorry I went on a trip with Mary when you weren't feeling well. Please, you have to help me. I've lost everything and I honestly don't know what to do.
Why don't you just start looking for a job?
Huh?
I don't care what kind of job you get, but if you don't work, you won't get a dime. Why don't you start there?
Oh no, so you wouldn't help me?
Have you forgotten that I'm fighting cancer? I'm so preoccupied with curing my disease right now. I don't have time to worry about you. I'm sorry, but if you have time to rely on me, why don't you take action yourself? If you can't do that, then you're stuck there for the rest of your life. Don't ever contact me or Emma again.
Oh my God.
If you contact or approach us, I will call the police right away. Well then, good luck with Mary.
Linda, don't be so cold. Please.
After that, my crazy ex-husband started looking for a job. But his father had sent out a notice, and there were no companies in his industry that would accept him. I heard that he had no choice but to work a number of part-time jobs to make a living. My sister, who had a little more money saved up than my ex-husband, rented a small old apartment in her name. I have also filed an alimony claim against her, so she seems to be busy with her work. I don't think she will be able to live a settled life for a while. She tried to cry to my parents, but they coldly kicked her out. I hope they will fully reflect on their behavior. I was in the hospital for a good and bad period of time after that. 6 months later, it was discovered that the cancer was gone. We all just cried and rejoiced. There is still a fear of recurrence, but now I live with my daughter in an apartment taken care of by my parents-in-law. My father-in-law is helping us with our living expenses, and we are currently living a modest life without work. When I get well, I would like to repay my parents-in-law and our parents.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!